What's going on in Liberia today? Civil wars?
Yeah, but we're done with our civil war.
You done?
Yeah.
So what do they got now? They got they still got this going on in Liberia. Yeah.
Which one?
Modern day slavery? No? They still what's
Maybe in another sense, but not really.
no? So they not having traffickers in Liberia. They don't have so-called dictators come and take over and shoot each other and take over the presidential office. No. So what are some of the things that's going on in Liberia? Why would you leave Liberia and come to Canada?
Oh yeah, before then it was the civil war.
Civil wars?
Yeah, that fought. It lasted for 15 years.
So you understand that a civil war is between two internal conflicts, right? So there was probably black people fighting black people, right? Why? Why would we fight each other? Power?
Power struggle.
But if it's our country, why are we fighting each other?
I think it's maybe manipulation to another person.
Yeah?
Up like maybe one man.
The white man, that's the root cause of all the problems in Africa. The so-called white man. When he came to the shores of Africa, guess what? He colonized, he raped, he robbed, he murdered. He took the so-called blacks from this side of the earth and brought them over here. On what? On cargo slave ships. This what happened to them. This happened to the people of Liberia. This happened to the people when they came to America, they put this on their neck. This is your people on this side of the earth. This is your brothers and sisters that you never met before. They told you was an African, they told us we was black. But guess what? The Bible calls us Israelites. Watch this. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 16. Read that. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 16. You understand that the so-called blacks that were sold from the west coast of Africa and the interiors of Africa, where were they brought to? Where were they brought to when they put them on those slave ships? Watch this, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna show you. So when we came from this side of the world, this is Africa right here, you see that? When those slave ships, these slave ships came to this side of the earth, what did they bring over?
Because even in Liberia, this is why we were not colonized, because we were free slaves from America.
Exactly.
That went and settled.
Initially, that was what Liberia set up to do. Send free slaves from America back to Liberia. But guess what? You just said they had a civil war.
Yeah.
Who's the root cause of the civil war? Exactly. So it goes back to colonization. You might not, the white man himself might not have did it, but he put a thought in your people's mind to kill each other, which is a form of colonization. Watch this, read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The Bible said the Lord shall bring the Israelites into Egypt again. You familiar with the story of Moses?
Yeah.
Yeah? What did Moses go to Egypt to do?
Moses was born in Egypt, and he saw the people were killed, and after he ran away, he went back to free them.
He did what?
He went back to free them.
From what? What were they doing?
They were killing
There was,
people.
yes, there was slaves in Egypt. There was under bondage in Egypt, right? Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Bible said the Lord is going to bring the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, into Egypt or slavery again with ships. How did the so-called black man get from this side of the earth to this side of the earth? What form of transportation? What means mode of transportation? I'll give you a hint.
By slave?
Look right here. What are these right here?
By ship, by...
Yes. What kind of ships though? What kind of ships are these that's got humans packed in the cargo spaces of them? Like sardines, packed on top of each other. Hundreds of slaves packed on the bottom of a ship for at least a year and a half to come to this side of the earth. So you got men, women, and children stacked on top of each other, urinate, feces, menstrual cycles, all this is spraying down on each other. That happened to our people, come from this side of the earth to this side of the earth. The Bible is describing it right now. Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into slavery again, read.
With ships.
With ships. How did the so-called black man get to this side of the earth? By cargo slave ships. That's in the Bible. That's biblical history.
They are waiting for me. I have it.
I understand that.
I have more time. I'm going to stay.
Let me finish this real quick, and I got you. Let me finish this. One more minute. Read it.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So we didn't go back to Africa again as a nation of people. They sent a handful of us back to Liberia. We didn't go all back to Liberia as a nation of people again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So when we got off those slave ships, we were sold unto our enemies. Who bought us? Who did this to us? Who's selling us? Who did that to us, sis? How did that happen and who did it happen to? These are the questions we got to ask our people. We got to stop calling ourselves Liberians because this happened to our people. The Bible calls us Israelites.
Right.
The Bible calls us the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
Read on.
For bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
There was no white man, no African man, no prince of Zamunda to come and save us. There was no other race of people that could save us. Our own people could save us. You had Patrice Lumumba. You had all these great African leaders to rise up to come and save their people. But guess what? We still been oppressed. Liberia is still in a war-torn country. Mauritania is still a war-torn country. You understand? Our people are still oppressing these countries. They still have blood-dying conflicts. They still kill each other and oppress each other for what? The love of money, the greed, the power struggle. Read on.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
So Moses commanded us to keep all these things written in this book. He said with the children of Israel. It didn't say with the Liberians. It didn't say with the Africans. It didn't say the Ivory Coast. You understand?
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word